that, I don't like this law, but it is the law that exists. That the Zimbabwe Defense Forces military uniform is not worn by anyone. In Zimbabwe, as a civilian, you are not required to be seen wearing a uniform that is a military uniform. Nobody is allowed. And I remember at one point the members of the army used to beat up in the streets of Zimbabwe citizens who would be seen wearing the uniform of the military. So, according to the code of conduct of the military, civilians are not allowed to be seen in their military gear. Now, Temba Mliswa is a civilian. He has no military training. He never even went to war. His father, he claims he went to war, but himself, he did not fight the war of the liberation struggle. But guess what? He appears at his rural home, that is in Shurukwi, wearing a military uniform. This is disrespect and undermining of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. And he appears to deliberately do it because of his close proximity to Emerson Mnangagwa. The mind-boggling question is, will the military actually allow Temba Mliswa to do as he pleases? You can see him there appearing at his rural home, putting on the military gear, watering his lawn there at his home, and also speaking about Cap 3. Now, this fellow is a civilian. He is not a military personnel. He never fought during the liberation struggle. He doesn't have a military training. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So, to unethical leaders of ZANU-PF like Emerson Mnangagwa, the laws of the land are specifically meant for the citizens. They are not meant for people who have close proximity to him, like Temba Mliswa. I can tell you, if you are a Zimbabwean and you appear on social media putting on this military regalia, watering your garden in your house, I can tell you it can attract a serious punishment. But here it is, Temba Mliswa is doing as he pleases with the military gear of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces in full military gear. The military is not worn by, it's part of the laws of Zimbabwe that the citizens are not allowed to put on the military gear. What does this depict? It depicts that Temba Mliswa undermines the members of the military and also is low unto himself. Where did he get this uniform? That is also the mind-boggling question. Remember, Temba Mliswa also came into play to sort of fight Blessed Geza and also to taint the name, to soil the name of retired General Chwenga, as much as also those associated with retired General Chwenga. Blessed Geza warned us before his demise earlier this year that Temba Mliswa was paid, and we are going to see him doing a lot of dirty work to insult retired General Chwenga. He even gave us the details on when this exactly happened. I'm tempted to go to the Blessed Geza Revolution because that information is still there, depicting that Temba Mliswa was actually bought by Emerson Mnangagwa and giving the details of how this happened, warning Zimbabweans that they should be very careful of Temba Mliswa. He was bought, it was I think done during the Blessed Geza Revolution, And at the moment, we know the man at the helm of the Blessed Geza revolution is none other than Knox Chivero. May his soul rest in peace. I think if Blessed Geza was alive, I mean, nothing of this sort would be happening at a rate it is happening. But he indicated that he will fight even in his grave. Yeah, here it is the message. He says, fellow Zimbabweans, this is urgent. He goes on to say, Temba Mliswa was given money this morning by Emerson at its private Borodale offices to smear campaign VP Chiwenga. As part of that, he is currently holding a press conference. I will address you on this and other matters shortly. And then he came and say, fellow Zimbabweans, let's meet at 2030, our usual time. We have a very important update for you. Don't miss this one for any time. So that was Blessed Geza telling us about Temba Mliswa, and a visual was also done on YouTube to inform the people of Zimbabwe about the activities and shenanigans that were going to be carried by Temba Mliswa. I'm sure from that day we saw Temba Mliswa beginning his job, executing his job, and up to today he is still doing so and mocking. I mean, this is mocking the military on saying, what can you do? I have close proximity to Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. He's actually daring the Zimbabwe Defense Forces by saying, of course, you can do this to civilians, Zimbabweans, ordinary Zimbabweans, but I'm not an ordinary Zimbabwean. I am actually close to Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. Remember also, Temba Mliswa has been fingered by Blessed Geza as one of the individuals that was used by Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa to target individuals in the opposition, especially when he was an independent member of parliament. And he has also confirmed that he played a critical role to actually get some of the members of parliament belonging to the opposition to actually vote for the interest of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa during CAP 1 and CAP 2. And we saw him also being used during CAP 3. Temba Mliswa as well as Owen Muta Ncube, they are the lapdogs of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. And they have close proximity, and they tell themselves that to them is seen as security. But we will watch and see how long will this last. I think everything, Temba Mliswa has done a lot of things that will not be forgiven. I mean, when the day of reckoning, or when the hour, as well as the minute and the second of reckoning falls by, definitely he will be man in serious trouble. But also we can say he is enjoying, and he is still enjoying prior the day of reckoning, and having the most out of this. But it always ends in tears. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button, so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Let me love and leave you.